Good morning, everybody. Today is the 18th of April, and it is currently about to be 6 a.m. We just got done with our technical analysis for the day, and um, yeah, well, I'm here to give out my plans for this coming day or two, and we'll see where we go from here. As far as Bitcoin, we have I went into the 4 hour, and I was looking at this. This is looking very interesting. The fact that it looks like we have two like ranges right here, right? That I'm looking to trade. So if I'm looking to that, if we come up to the high of this range, I'm gonna take a short, right? If we come down to the low again with the range, it's like this like support resistance flip right here, as you can tell, like resistance, support, right? I want to test that, test this support resistance flip again. Um, And if we come down lower, like we come up, we reject, and we reject this level, then I'm looking to come down to the bottom of the range. That's honestly like my trading plan. And the way that I found these levels is I started by going into the daily, right? And I marked out the daily open, marked out the daily open. Afterwards, I went into the 4 hour and I looked at how the ranges were looking, and that's what I did. Is I realized that there was a local support resistance flip here, coming out right around like these, like this level, because you can tell we go, oh, resistance, breakout right past it, and now we're like retesting it as support. Um, Another one that I marked out like pretty quickly was the SPF, the swing, well SFP, the swing failure pattern, right? Um, for this one, and also it should be up here. Those are like the chicken sprinkler water trade setups. Let's see. Another thing that I did is I pulled out the fixed range. Right now that we actually have like set ranges. Right, we have the high of the range here, low of the range here. We can pull the fixed range profile right here, and like get the volume for that. That's what I did. So I got the volume for this range up here. I started pointing it with my finger. This range up here and this bottom range down here. Um, once I got these ranges, I started pulling some fibs. Just to see if I could get some more confluence with the levels, which I actually did, and I did find. We got the if we pull a fib from this swing high up here, the swing low down here, we get a golden pocket coming in out right around that value area high, and like that 786 area. I think that the better level here would be the 786 personally, because it's outside of the value area high. But we're looking at this whole zone in general, right? We'll go over briefly before we go into Ethereum. And then another one that I found was if you go from this like lows, just like random range of lows, right? I'm not gonna like be exact and precise, because I mean, if you're exact and precise, you would like get exactly like right there. But I don't know. I'm experimenting. I'm testing, so I'm just gonna leave it like right around these lows, right? And yeah, so basically the confluence that I see here is it's like right under the support resistance flip, So I see that as like a small zone area right here that we could be bouncing off, and plus we still have the value area high to retest before we come into the range. So just this whole area right here is just what I'm looking at, um, as far as support right there. And if you pull a fib from this swing low right here, and then grabbing it at the 4 hour, right? We got low, high, lower low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? Seeing this uptrend. I pulled it from this swing low to this swing high, which, you know, had some pretty good confluence with this swing filler pattern coming in around 26, 25K. So the zones, so let's look at this. I learned yesterday that it's best to actually put the numbers there. It makes it a lot easier to read. Okay, so we got, as far as our levels for the day on Bitcoin, we are looking at our resistance coming in at 30,315 ish to 30,646 ish, and our supports are down lower at around 29,045 and 28,500 ish. And if we lose this support level, then we do see some lower downside, like the whole range, probably around like 6%, all the way back down to like 26.6K to like 25.4K. Yeah, that's our trading plans as far as Bitcoin. And now let's go to Ethereum. For Ethereum, I couldn't find the same like double range, you know. I mean, I guess I can. You could like chart down here. I just didn't chart down here, really, because I just feel like this whole zone is like a support. So on Ethereum I only went on the 1 hour, right? And I really focused on this. Well, you know, I started on the daily. I realized that the daily had these two. I realized that the daily had a daily level right up here that we could be coming up to test before we dump today, because I do think we're gonna be coming dump today, but we'll get to that in a second. And then the daily open at 2075 ish, you know. So once I got those two levels, I went back into the 1 hour, and I realized that we were, you know, we were in this little range. So that's what I did, is I pulled out the swing failure patterns. And, you know, after I did that, I also grabbed my fixed range, like I did on Bitcoin. And now that I had this in mind, I started pulling some fibs. I pulled one fib from the swing low, right, to our current swing high. This is one of the fibs that I'm gonna have to be like following. I'm gonna have to be following this fib all day today. So I'll like set an alert here to like keep on pushing the fib up. But as far as resistance, we're looking at somewhere around 2.1 to, well, I'll do it in a second. So for resistance, I pulled the fib from this very high to our current swing low, which gave us some confluence up here with the daily, the daily, the golden pocket and value area high like area. And yeah, so that these are the levels that I found for Ethereum. You know, would be these two, which would be my support is dynamic. I have to keep on changing it over and over again. Um, you know, so my support I'm not very confident with yet. However, the resistance that I'm looking at is we're on it right now, so we could be seeing some dumpage. It's coming in at 2,108 to 2,125, and the support that I'm looking at right now currently, it might change, is 2070 to 2060, you know, give or take. And then of course, you know, we got the CDWs and stuff. But if we do get lower like downside on Ethereum, I do also have some other zones that I'm looking at. You know, these are like some macro, but like a little bit more macro. But the next like support that I'd be looking at would be somewhere around 1935, 1779 ish, where we have a golden pocket daily weekly 786. But yeah, until then, we're gonna go back to our little local range. This is it. This is it as far as today. This is what we're looking at. Now let's see. Look at some market cipher B. I think we could for Ethereum be doing this. You know, do something like this, and then trigger here, and then maybe like range out a little bit here, maybe like come down, come up, and then down, something like that. You know, for the day. Another thing I could see happening is we literally just start curving right here and we just trigger right here. You know, something like that. That's also very probable. And then, yeah, so what I would like to see it for us coming down here, coming down at the bottom of the range, like what we dumped, we're coming down is, I would like to see some clear, like market, that like right here. I would like to see the clear momentum going that way, and maybe like I already see the anchor here, and getting ready to catch the trigger. So I'm it should come down, bam. I should pull a fib from the low to the high, and then I should be getting ready for the retest here. And you know that's just kind of like how I'm gonna test my entries, because you know like I said I'm trying to like work on them. I still gotta get my risk calculator and all that stuff. I'm like jank, but you know we could actually just be like rejecting off this golden pocket right now. We very well could be just, you know, this could just be a trade setup right now that we could do. It's very probable, you know, so that we just come down from here. I guess one of the trade setups that I could do, like just because I am also like experimenting with stop losses. It's also the stop losses that are like messing me up a little bit. Is I'm gonna do something like this short position. We'll say we would enter somewhere in the middle of this box and put the stop loss above the box. So like right there. Say we actually take the say we actually take the trade from the daily. Who knows? But we'll say it's from the daily. Because it's right at top, it's right above the value area high. That's why I'm more interested in it than I am in the golden pocket. And as far as the long, it would have to be something like maybe like long the golden pocket, you know. The stop loss right under the 786, and then just target the highs of the range again. Like that. So as far as the long, short, red, green. Give it a little bit fast because I got work here in a little bit. Boom. So these are my two for plans. So it should just be 418 plans. There you go. 2 minutes. I think, yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. Those are the lows that we'll be looking at today. As well, and trade plan for Bitcoin. I guess we just come up. What I would like to see for Bitcoin is we just keep on coming up, right? While we just keep on getting some more momentum, and then maybe we like anchor here, right? Anchor, like right under the golden pocket because this is right. This is above. So either okay. Actually, I do think we might come into the box, you know, while we're still forming, and then like anchor somewhere around. Well, I guess we already anchored, so trigger. This would be the anchor area. We would trigger somewhere around here, and then we would be coming up to the 786. It's above the value area high. That's why I would be looking at that. And, you know, I'd like to just see that divergence from up here to up here. Money flow. And also, as far as for when we come down, I would like to see the same thing. I would like to already have seen that, and us like, yeah, you know, and then right here, like, see somewhere so right here, see the anchor, and see the trigger somewhere around down here, because it should be under the value area, yeah. So something like this. Okay, that's our trade plans for 418. Hope you guys found some value, and and how I get my levels. I'm probably gonna be doing this or trying like do this a little bit better. I'll get better over time. You know, the more I explain things, and same thing with my routine on how I do my technical analysis. I've always gone all over the place, but I want to be more consistent with how I start and how I finish my how I start and how I finish. You know, like a systemic way on doing it. This Bitcoin, now that I'm seeing, could also like we could also like have like a trade setup. Come in here. This would be like a scalp, more like a scalpish. Coming in right around this level right here because it's the daily open. Okay, so basically the daily open. The point is we would like scalp, have some kind of scalp around the daily open. I'm just gonna leave this for today. Like I'm gonna do wars today. No, actually, I'll just wait. I'll wait for when we come down lower, and I'll put like a fib. Anyways, hope you like the video. Thumbs up, and see you tomorrow.